guys, welcome back to another video with me, Silver7, and today my friends, we are back on my Road to 1.4 Terraria series here on the PC version of Terraria. How are you guys doing? Hopefully you have a good day. As you can see, we have made major improvements since the last episode. I have done so much to the house. Actually, this is an entire new place. This is not somewhere that you have already seen, except from this little bit. This little bit you've seen, this little bit you've seen, but this entire thing here is so much more new. Yeah, so I decided to use living wood and the living wood blocks here, and then I used some normal wood here. And then I decided that I was going to start like putting my trophies and my statues down, just the ones that I found that I thought looked interesting and the ones that are quite cool and nice. So as you can see, I've got loads of different statues. And also, oh my goodness dudes, I actually managed whilst I was off camera to make loads, and I mean loads of progress. So I've now got an extractinator. I've got the Ruthless Demon Scythe. I've got an enchanted boomerang. I've got a full set of silver armor. And oh my goodness dudes, I've done so much mining. I've played this game so much. I've explored so much of this world. Look at how much I've explored. So I've even got new accessories. Actually, if I show you that, that would also be quite useful. So let's go ahead and have a look. So as you can see, I've got a flipper. I've got the depth meter, and I think I might have had that in the last episode, but I'm not too sure. We do have the precise blizzard in a bottle. This is actually amazing. It allows me to double jump now, which is something I have been needing. Oh my goodness, it's going to help me when it comes to fighting bosses, to dodge their attacks. So I really can't wait to fight a boss, and hopefully in today's video we're actually going to go ahead and fight some bosses today. So I'm going to go ahead and make some jester arrows using these fallen stars. Now, something actually I want to do at some point, and I think although it's not completely necessary, if I did go down the route of being a ranger, then I'm going to need the best arrows. And the best arrows for now, and I'm going to be able to get a lot of, is definitely the jester arrows. So I was thinking about making something that goes along the sky, which I can't remember what they call it. It's like a sky farm, I guess, but it's probably not called that. But it's basically just a platform that goes all the way along, and it's straight. It just goes along, and basically you go up there at night, and you just carry on going backwards and forwards, and you just pick up a whole ton of stars. So I'm thinking about doing that, and then I will basically be able to maximize myself with the jester arrows, which I think would be definitely ideal. So here we go. Here's the jester arrows, as you can see right there, and they do 10 range damage, 6 critical strike chance, and weak knockback. So they're not great for the knockback, but that doesn't really matter, because what does matter is the fact that we are going to have extra damage. That is definitely the bit that I care about the most here. Also, you can see the improvement. Although I do like flaming arrows, you can see the major improvement between jester arrows and flaming arrows. These only do 7, whilst those do 10, so therefore that does 3 more. We also still do the same amount of critical strike chance. However, the knockback, although I've just said it ain't great, is actually slightly better, and obviously that's to be expected with a direct upgrade. Also, we've got 420. Now that's not too bad. I know that's definitely not too bad. That's actually really amazing that we've managed to get that many. If you saw in the last episode, I took on the antlion invasion, which is literally just me down in the desert and fighting antlions, and I managed to get these antlion mandibles. Now I managed to get, and I think in another chest there's another 3, I've managed to get 25 in total, although I only have a stack of 22 here. So I do have 25, and I think that actually meets the requirement to make the sand gun. But actually, do you know what? Just the 22, because you only need 10 of these to actually make the sand gun. Now, the sand gun does 30 range damage, which I think would be really useful when we are taking on the wall of flesh. Now I don't know, because I've never really used a gun to defeat the wall of flesh, except from in the past I have used the Phoenix Blaster, and I know that that's a really good gun. So maybe I could use this gun until I get the Phoenix Blaster, that sort of thing. So yeah, it could be like an improved. It is nighttime. I don't know why I'm talking, because I don't know if you saw it in my chest, I did have an Eye of Cthulhu spawner. Now I'm hoping that it's not too soon to try and take on the Eye of Cthulhu. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to summon the Eye of Cthulhu, and at the moment I am going to use this magic weapon because it is the most powerful I've got. Now I don't want to be a mage, but it is the most powerful I've got, and therefore I am going to switch between the bow and the demon scythe. Now let's not talk for too long because otherwise we'll be here forever. But yeah, let's go ahead and spawn this guy in. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out a little bit, and hopefully he's going to spawn. There we go. And we can use all of these. We have quite a bit of mana, which is good. And also if we penetrate him with the arrows. So another really good thing at the moment is that our armor doesn't actually, well, it's not a good thing, it's not a bad thing. It doesn't give us any sort of improvements towards a specific class, so therefore it doesn't matter whether if I'm using any arrows or ranged weapons, sorry, magic weapons or whatever, because I'm not going to get the stat boost for any of them. Literally, it won't make a difference what weapon I use at this stage in the game. When I start getting some different types of armor, then I will have to start being more strategic and use the correct loadout for it. But like I said, I really would like to do a playthrough as a ranger because I really do like using the bow. Now we are taking out the Eye of Cthulhu here pretty damn fast, so this is insane. Look at that, we've taken him down to more than half health very quickly. He's just gone into his enraged mode. And let's go ahead and just use a few of those going in there for maximum damage. And as you can see, his health is going down big time. So he's going to come back, and we're going to go ahead and finish him off. There we go. So that was our first boss that we have taken on. And he has just dropped Unholy Arrows, which would be the improvement upon the Jester Arrows. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Although they do more damage, I actually don't like Unholy Arrows. Now, I don't know what you guys think. Tell me down in the comments below. I'd like to hear what your opinions are. But yeah, I don't like the Unholy Arrows. They're definitely not my favorite. Now, we did manage to get Demonite. Now, this is amazing because we need Demonite in order to make Demonite bars. So that's why we're going to go to our furnace right now and grab some Demonite bars. Now, Demonite is used to make Demonite tools, a Demonite bow, and also to make Demonite armor. Now, I don't know if I'm going to bother making a Demonite like bow or armor or anything like that. I'm not really too sure. Actually, I can do it already? Okay. I didn't know that. See, I thought you had to have, I didn't know you could just make these already. Wow, look at that. So 17 melee damage. The yo-yo there is a malice, and it does 16 melee damage. What about this one? That's the fishing rod. The demon bow. So the demon bow does 14 range damage. Now, what does R1 do? 13. So it's not really a big improvement. It has extremely weak knockback, and R1 has fast speed, but no knockback. So, I mean, should I do it? I think I will. Do you know what? I'll go for it and see what modifier we get. Unreal? Whoa! It now does 16. That's crazy. And 11 critical strike chance. Fast speed. Extremely weak knockback. That part doesn't matter because it also does plus 14% damage and more speed. Right. Whoa. That was definitely an improvement. Wow. Look at that. That is so good. Okay. That was definitely the right call. We definitely made the right decision there to do that. And I am more than happy with that decision. So yeah. Anyways, let's go and do whatever we need to do now. So I think what I would like to do in this episode, as well as taking on the Eye of Cthulhu, I would like to spawn in the Eater of Worlds and take him on. Now I do have vile mushrooms, which is one of the things that you need, and also I need rotten chunks. Now I did briefly go over there, so I've managed to accumulate 7 rotten chunks. Now I could do with a few more. I think it's about 15 that you need, and as I'm not too sure, I am actually going to go and check with our good friend the guide, so that we can make sure that we are on the right road to all that good stuff. Now, I'm just seeing if there's anything else I might need. Iron skin potions. Is there any archery potions? Now, I did accidentally use an archery potion at the beginning of the game. So, danger sense potion, I don't really need to know that. See, I've never really understood the danger sense potion. I understand what it's about. Like, you know, it tells you about all the different evilness around you. But at the same time, you sort of know that everything in Terraria is going to kill you. So, you don't need to know. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Now, I want to go ahead and put... Oh, yeah, so I thought it was shadow scale that you needed to make things. That was it. Yeah, to make the armor, you need shadow scale. So, I don't know which armor I need at this point in the game for a ranger. Because currently, obviously, if I wanted to do a melee or a warrior, then I would have to go for the shadow helmet. And I also know that if I wanted to do a mage playthrough, I would go after the jungle armor. But I don't know what I need to make for ranged. I don't know if you can use jungle armor for ranged. Maybe there's a different helmet that you can get. I will have a little look into that in the next episode, and I might go farming for it in the next episode. We'll have to wait and see. Now, what I wanted to do, obviously, was check the vial stuff. So, vial powder. So, yeah, make vial powder. That's one thing. Now, rotten chunks can be used, obviously, to make potions, leather, worm food. That's what we want. So, to make that, we need 15 rotten chunks. Okie dokie. So, where do we actually make? I think we make it. I think we make vial powder at a normal workbench. I'm not too sure. Hang on a minute. Does this guy tell you where you can actually make it? Let's go and have a look and see what he says. He doesn't really tell you where you can make it. Requires objects. Bottle. Okay. So, I think if I am correct, then I can go upstairs in my house and I can go to one of my chests that has a bottle in it, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. And let's just quickly put that there. Let's go downstairs and let's put a bottle on there. There we go. So if we do that, yeah, there we go. So there's the vial powder. Let's get all of that. We've got 35 vial powder. And if you don't know what this does, you can actually throw it and get rid of the hallow. So, pretty cool. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and jump forward, and I'll meet you guys back at the corruption, which is on this side of the world. I am now over here inside of the corruption. As you can see, it's extremely dark, so I'm going to go ahead and place down some torches and light this place up a little bit. And it doesn't seem to be too bad, but saying that, I'm being attacked now, so I'm just going to go ahead and kill these guys. They should die pretty easy. And what we want, obviously, is to get rotten chunks from them. So we are going to kill these Eater of Souls, and hopefully they will drop us what we want. So, excuse me. I don't know if you guys notice this, but sometimes when I shoot my bow, it doesn't sometimes do any damage to the mobs that I'm fighting. It's a bit weird. I know, admittedly, right there I was missing all of those shots, but a few times they've blatantly gone through and then not done anything at all. So I'm just a little bit questionable of it, you know. But yeah, so I'm just waiting for these guys to start spawning, because there's not really a whole ton of them at the moment. There's just the odd one every now and then. So I'm hoping that as it becomes daytime, more of them will spawn, because to be honest, I think most of the spawns at night are really put onto the night animals or the night mobs. And it could have something to do with the fact that I am literally only at the edge of the biome. So I am going to get out of here. I'm just going to kill this slime just for the sake of killing him. And yeah, let's get out of here. Let's go back over to this side, or get deeper into here even. I'm saying let's get out of here, but the truth is we need to get deeper in. And that worm there, I can't remember if worms can drop it, but I know they drop worm teeth. So they'll be useful, but I don't really want to get the unholy arrows. I know that sounds bad, because they are sort of like they are a direct upgrade for the next bow, but you know what I mean, I don't like them. So the only problem with using a bow is like it sometimes isn't as accurate as you might want it to be. So yeah, especially when the mobs are like smaller, that's when it's a little bit difficult to actually get them. So we need 15, and at the moment we have managed to gather, where are they? 9. Okay, so we only need another 6. For me, one of the funniest things about Terraria is when you are trying to adventure out for the first time in a world, and you come to like a corruption or maybe a jungle. The first time you go there, or maybe the first 5 times, you sit there dying multiple times because you get absolutely swarmed by different mobs. But it's funny because as soon as you like start becoming a bit OP and want them to start spawning, they don't. So it's like they can sense that you're too good for them now and they don't want to die. One more and then I am going to be able to make it. So I just need one of these guys to drop it. So come on. Oh no, I just threw a spelunker. I didn't even mean to do that. Excuse me. Die. Give me a rotten chunk. Yes! Give me a rotten chunk. I got my final rotten chunk. And I just got another one. At home, we have a demon altar. So I'm going to go ahead and teleport back home. And there we go, worm food. Let's make it, and now it says summon the Eater of Worlds. So in order to summon the Eater of Worlds, we will need to go back to the corruption. So I'm going to go ahead and jump cut, and I will see you guys when we are back in the corruption. So we're here inside of the corruption, and all we need to do is go and find a little bit of flat space so that we can fight this dude, because oh no, I nearly got myself killed there. Alright, luckily I didn't have to spend like 10 years trying to get back up to the surface. That would have been so annoying, honestly. So let's go ahead and jump over here, and there we go. Let's spawn in our man, our evil worm. Here we go. The Eater of Worlds is getting ready to come and eat our faces. And as you can see, we have got some good weapons right now. So we are able to do so much damage. It's unbelievable. And because we have these strange potions, we can actually get a whole ton of this stuff. Oh my goodness. We can get a whole ton of mana and destroy the crap out of him. Come on. There we go. And he is so easy, honestly. Really, really easy. And we are taking him out. Each of his heads, and there we go, dudes. We have defeated the Eater of Worlds. So thank you so much, guys. It has been an absolute pleasure to make this video for you. If you would like to see more, obviously go ahead and tell me, but thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Good